This essay discusses the hows and whats of ethical hacking, pen testing, and general stages during an engagement. For in-depth documentation, please see the links and references in the associated Adobe Acrobat PDF file. This contains large amounts of resources for the minutiae of ethical hacking, along with training and certification courses. Introduction. In our rapidly changing digital era, technological advancements are at the forefront of societal progression. New platforms and technologies, from cloud computing and Internet of Things, IoT, to artificial intelligence and machine learning, continually emerge and evolve. While these developments offer unprecedented opportunities for innovation, they also present new avenues for potential security threats. Each technological evolution introduces a new layer of complexity to our digital infrastructure, making it increasingly difficult to maintain airtight security across all aspects of a network. Every new device or software integrated into a system can present potential vulnerabilities that malicious hackers, also known as black hat hackers, may seek to exploit. The persistent nature of vulnerabilities and the need for ethical hacking. Despite significant efforts from organizations and cybersecurity professionals to secure networks and data, vulnerabilities can and do persist. These vulnerabilities might result from simple programming errors, misconfigurations, or lack of security controls. They may also stem from the rapid pace of software development, where the pressure to deliver functionality often takes precedence over security. This constant state of vulnerability underscores the necessity for ethical hacking. Ethical hackers, also referred to as penetration testers or white hat hackers, serve as the first line of defense against potential security threats. They use the same strategies, techniques, and tools that a malicious hacker would employ, but in a controlled, legal, and ethical manner. To pursue a career in ethical hacking, a strong foundation in computer science is beneficial, often obtained through a bachelor's degree. Gaining early career experience in network support or engineering, and obtaining professional certifications like CompTIA Security and EC Council's Certified Ethical Hacker (EH) can enhance employability. While not always required, a master's degree can provide a competitive edge in the job market by equipping candidates with comprehensive knowledge and practical skills. The ethical approach to hacking. Ethical hackers aim to identify and fix vulnerabilities in a system before they can be exploited maliciously. Their role is not to cause harm, but to enhance system security. This differs from black hat hackers, who break into systems with malicious intent, such as to steal data or cause disruption. Ethical hackers operate with explicit permission and respect privacy, while black hats act illegally. Ethical hacking also differs from standard software testing. While developers perform unit and integration testing to identify bugs, ethical hackers focus on finding security flaws that could allow external attacks. Ethical hacking provides a holistic assessment of system security, simulating real hacking techniques. This proactive approach improves overall security and helps address vulnerabilities before criminals can exploit them. Ethical hacking also provides valuable insights to help strengthen defenses across the software ecosystem. The findings allow developers to create more secure code and prompt security patches for known flaws. Certified ethical hackers often have technical backgrounds in areas like computer science, programming, or network engineering. Hands-on experience in IT administration, system configuration, or security operations is also common. Many pursue certification programs like the Certified Ethical Hacker (CEH) credential from the EC Council to validate their skills. Ongoing learning is essential in this rapidly evolving field. Part 1. Understanding ethical hacking. Ethical hacking is a highly complex field, requiring broad technical expertise across many domains. White hat hackers must have in-depth knowledge of operating systems like Windows, Linux, and Unix to understand how they function and their potential vulnerabilities. Proficiency in networking protocols and concepts like TCP/IP, DNS, and routing is essential to identify flaws in network architectures and communications. Programming languages like C, Python, Java, and Ruby are important to analyze source code and find bugs that could be exploited. Database skills in SQL, NoSQL, and others allow ethical hackers to spot weaknesses in data storage and retrieval. Web application languages like HTML, PHP, and JavaScript enable finding flaws in web apps. Knowledge of cloud platforms like AWS has become crucial as well. This expertise allows ethical hackers to model the sophisticated techniques used by black hat hackers. For example, in the 1990s, hackers like Kevin Mitnick leveraged social engineering and phishing to steal data. This prompted security experts to adopt similar techniques ethically to test defenses. In the 2000s, malware attacks emerged as major threats, spreading through emails, websites, and unpatched systems. Ethical hackers adopted malware code analysis and reverse engineering to combat this. As hacking techniques evolve, ethical hackers must continuously expand their knowledge. Understanding the tools and techniques used by black hat hackers or malicious hackers is a critical part of an ethical hacker's knowledge base. This includes knowledge of various hacking tools, understanding different types of malware, and being familiar with different tactics used in social engineering attacks. Equally important as technical expertise is a strong ethical foundation. Ethical hacking's legitimacy stems from operating with permission, within legal limits, and adhering to principles of minimal intrusion and non-maleficence. Ethical hackers must always ensure they have proper authorization, scoped by contracts, before attempting any intrusion activities. Unauthorized hacking crosses legal and ethical lines. Respecting individual privacy is also paramount. Ethical hackers must never access or share more personal data than necessary for testing purposes. Any sensitive data uncovered must remain confidential. Findings should always lead to strengthened security and fixes, not exploitation. Companies often implement incentive programs to encourage responsible disclosure. Ethical hackers must avoid pursuing personal gain or public recognition from their discoveries. Upholding ethical principles has helped distinguish constructive security research from criminal hacking. However, ethical gray areas remain, like selling unknown vulnerabilities. The common thread is acting with integrity as a white hat professional to secure systems against real-world threats. Adhering to codes of ethics is as crucial as technical know-how. Penetration testing, the heart of ethical hacking. One of the primary methods employed by ethical hackers is penetration testing, also known as pen testing. Penetration testing is a simulated cyber attack against a computer system, network, or web application, intending to uncover exploitable vulnerabilities. Penetration testing, or pen testing, is a simulated cyber attack against a computer system designed to identify and exploit vulnerabilities. This process is crucial for enhancing the security of web applications and is often used alongside a web application firewall, WAF. The pen testing process comprises 5 stages: planning and reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and analysis. Various methods of pen testing exist, including external, internal, blind, double-blind, and targeted testing. Each method provides unique insights into potential security weaknesses. After a pen test, the findings are used to refine WAF configurations, patch vulnerabilities, and bolster overall security measures. Pen testing also fulfills certain compliance requirements for security auditing procedures. These vulnerabilities could stem from improper system configuration, hardware or software flaws, or operational weaknesses in process or technical countermeasures. By conducting a pen test, ethical hackers can identify these weak points and provide recommendations for remediation before a malicious hacker can take advantage of them. During a penetration test, the ethical hacker may use a variety of tools and methodologies, mimicking the techniques used by malicious attackers. These might include scanning ports to find vulnerabilities, sniffing networks, evading IDS, intrusion detection systems, firewalls and honeypots, cracking wireless encryption, and hijacking web servers and web applications. Part 2. The importance of ethical hacking. As society becomes more digitized, the potential for cyber threats increases. Our reliance on digital systems for essential services like banking, healthcare, and government services means that a breach can have serious implications, from financial loss and privacy violations to disruptions of critical infrastructure. In this context, ethical hackers play a crucial role in our modern cybersecurity strategies. Their proactive approach, actively seeking out vulnerabilities and addressing them before they can be exploited, is a significant departure from traditional reactive security measures which respond to threats only after they occur. By identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities ahead of time, ethical hackers can help prevent costly data breaches, protect an organization's reputation, and ensure compliance with increasingly strict data protection regulations. To become an ethical hacker, one needs to follow a code of ethics and obtain documented permission before attempting to break into systems. The path to becoming a professional penetration tester typically involves self-learning or formal education, with many opting for both. Ethical hacking courses and certifications, while sometimes criticized by self-learners, are often gateways to well-paying jobs in the field. Today's IT security education curriculum offers a plethora of courses and certifications that teach ethical hacking. The article also discusses various ethical hacking certifications and courses, ethical hacking tools, and the maturing job landscape for ethical hackers. It emphasizes that employers are seeking complete professional hackers who demonstrate not only technical prowess, but also professionalism and sophistication. The contributions of ethical hackers to the cybersecurity community. Ethical hackers not only work to protect individual organizations, but they also contribute greatly to the larger cybersecurity community. Their insights into the latest vulnerabilities and the techniques used to exploit them help drive the development of new security tools and methodologies. Many ethical hackers participate in bug bounty programs where companies offer rewards for discovering and reporting vulnerabilities in their software. These programs not only incentivize the discovery of vulnerabilities, but also help companies address potential issues before they can be exploited maliciously. Furthermore, by openly sharing their findings, while respecting the privacy and confidentiality of affected parties, ethical hackers help other organizations protect themselves against known vulnerabilities. This collaborative approach significantly benefits the cybersecurity community and society as a whole. Part 3. Getting started with ethical hacking. Embarking on a career in ethical hacking requires continuous learning, given the fast-paced nature of the cybersecurity landscape. Fortunately, there are numerous resources and platforms available for those interested in learning more about ethical hacking and cybersecurity. Platforms like Cybrary, Coursera, and Udemy offer comprehensive courses on ethical hacking and related fields. Cybrary, for instance, provides a vast array of free and premium courses offering knowledge on everything from basic cybersecurity concepts to advanced penetration testing techniques. Pursuing certifications in ethical hacking. Obtaining a certification in ethical hacking is another step towards establishing credibility in the field. The Certified Ethical Hacker (CEH) certification from EC Council is one such credential that verifies your knowledge and skills in ethical hacking. The CEH certification covers topics like reconnaissance, gaining access, enumeration, maintaining access, and covering your tracks. Adhering to the ethics of ethical hacking. While the technical aspect of ethical hacking is crucial, it is equally important to uphold the ethical part of ethical hacking. Any hacking activities, even those done for ethical reasons, should always be performed with explicit permission. Testing systems without authorization can lead to serious legal and ethical consequences. The 5 phases. According to EC Council blog, 1. Reconnaissance. This is the initial phase where the ethical hacker gathers as much information as possible about the target system. This includes understanding the system's infrastructure, network, and potential vulnerabilities. It's akin to a burglar studying a house before attempting a break-in. 2. Scanning. In this phase, the ethical hacker uses various tools to understand how the target system responds to different intrusion attempts. This is done by probing the system using techniques like port scanning and vulnerability scanning. It's like testing the strength of the house's locks and windows. 3. Gaining access. This is where the ethical hacker attempts to exploit the vulnerabilities identified in the previous phase. The goal is to enter the system, much like a burglar breaking into a house. However, the ethical hacker does this to identify and document the weaknesses, not to cause harm. 4. Maintaining access. Once inside, the ethical hacker tries to maintain their access for as long as needed to gather meaningful data. This could involve creating backdoors in the system. It's similar to a burglar leaving a window unlocked for future access. 5. Covering tracks. The final phase involves the ethical hacker clearing all evidence of the hacking process. This is done to avoid detection and to leave the system in a state as close as possible to its original state. It's like a burglar cleaning up to make it look like no one was ever there. Remember, ethical hacking is done with permission from the system owner, and the intention is to improve system security, not to exploit it. Conclusion. The art of ethical hacking is an exciting and rapidly growing field. As we continue to navigate the digital age, the demand for skilled ethical hackers is expected to rise, offering exciting opportunities for those willing to take up this essential cyber defense role.